Hi, how are you? I thought I would try another angle here. Sorry, I was blurry for a second there. But anyways, I just thought I would try another angle here. Hold on. Try to adjust this a little. All right, there we are. So, how you doing today? How's everything going? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope your breakfast, lunch, or dinner was good and everything's all right. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a question, a little bit of a question. If you could be frozen, if they could freeze you and then like unfreeze you at any point in time, like let's say they freeze you for like 50 years or like 100 years, and then in 100 years they unfreeze you, would you want to have that option? Like, would you want to do that? Because see, me, I don't know if I would want to do that. Think about it. The world changes, things change. So what if you froze yourself? Well, not you freeze yourself, but you know, you go get yourself frozen, and then you're frozen for 100 years. Well, when you get back, when you come back into reality, I would think that things would be so different. Like the world would be so different. Like that it would literally just kind of mess with your mind. That's what I think. Like you would come back and it would be the world, but then like it would be such a different place. Like what if it would just be like a total freak out thing? Like you just go into freak out mode. Imagine like kind of put it this way. It's like bringing a caveman to today, a cave woman or cave person to now. Like don't you think they would kind of freak out? Like they would just kind of like, they would probably lose it. Like imagine we are entirely different from them. Like what if just like they wouldn't even be able to communicate with us? It would be so different. Think about it. Like if you actually brought a caveman from the caveman days to now, wouldn't they actually kind of freak out? Think about it. They don't know what a car is, they don't know what a phone is, let alone this YouTube. They'd freak out. Like literally you'd be showing them video. Now see, keep in mind, to us it's normal, right? It is what it is. But to them, it wouldn't be normal. Like what if someone showed you a sponge and then said, here's a video? You'd be kind of be like, what's going on, right? Now I know that idea sounds kind of crazy, like a video on a sponge, and it maybe is a little crazy, but I hope you get my point. Like a caveman wouldn't even know what a video is. So just the idea of seeing reality, you're pretty much showing them, like you're showing them someone moving and talking on a little display. Like think about it. Put your mind in the mindset of a caveman or woman. That would probably freak them out. Like they would probably just go insane. So imagine us if we fast forwarded time, or like if you froze and then you unfroze, not even 100 years, because in 100 years things would be different, but we would still know what's going on. But what about like in 1,000 years or hundreds of thousands of years or whatever the case is? Like do you think, like whatever the amount of the number is, do you think there would be a point where at some point, if you actually enter the world at that point, but with only the knowledge of today now, do you think it would kind of like drive you crazy? Like just kind of like mess with you a little? Because I kind of think it would, like just a little bit, you know, like an eensy weensy tiny bit, but really more like a lot. And here's proof of it in modern day. Think about it. When the iPhone first came out, people were so mind blown by it. Like regardless of where the iPhone is now and whether or not people like it or whatever, that's aside from the point. When it first came out though, like people were mind blown. It was the craziest thing we'd ever seen. Like literally, you know, you have full internet on your phone, you have video on your phone. It was just like, what the? It was just crazy. So that might actually be the prime example of how we would slightly just a tiny example of how we would react far in the future with only the knowledge of today. Like think about it. If just 10 years ago people were crazy about the iPhone, the fact that it was internet in the palm of your hands and you could watch video on it, like I know now it seems like, okay, big deal, because it is what it is. It's the norm. It's like saying, wow, look, cars, because they're not a big deal, right? They're not a big deal to us because it's just like, it is what it is. It's a car. Like, well, don't make a big deal about it. It's a car. But that's what I'm saying. Just like cars, like when they first came out, same thing. What? We can transport ourselves now? We can like go from here to there without having to walk and take forever? So do you know what I'm saying? Those are two examples, but pretty good examples, I think, of how a caveman would react to us now, and how maybe we would react if you fast forward time. I don't know how forward, but you kind of get it. At least I hope you do. But anyways, just a really interesting kind of thing or topic to me. Yeah, like I wonder how life will be in the year 3000. Now of course that's a long way from now, but I mean obviously someday that day will be. I mean I guess if the earth survives until then, but you know, just thinking about it, in the year 3000 I wonder how different things will be. Like it's just like a curiosity thing, just something to kind of think about, something to kind of entertain your mind. Kind of entertains mine. See, that's what I'm saying. What if like you're here right now, but then you freeze yourself, you get frozen, and then you came back in the year 3000. Like, how would that be? I think that would really just like freak anyone out. Like, it would just mess with your brain. Like, it would just mess with you a little bit. It would like kind of tickle your brain a little, you know? A little bit of an understatement. But seriously, because at that time, if human beings are still here, and if the earth is still here, things will be so different that I'm pretty sure nothing of today would even still not only be intact, but be the way it is. Like, at all. Like, think about it. If you show your grandparents your phone, odds are, even that like it's hard for our grandparents to grasp a hold of like even someone in the like 70s or 80s. They're still in our lifetime, but yet an iPhone or a Galaxy or any phone for that matter is almost something of like a different world. So think about it. Really think about it. It's a little interesting. It's kind of interesting. And you could kind of say that nothing will really change. I mean, look how long we've been in existence and things have barely changed. I mean, I get that, but like again, we're talking like we're talking just kind of like theoretically here. We're talking in theory here, because I mean, history shows people thought by the year 2000 we'd have flying cars, and well, we're still here without flying cars. So of course, this is all just kind of like, you know, just the idea of it. Watch it be like the year 3000 and like we're literally just like, oh hey, like no big deal, like nothing, like really nothing's different.